say.
All right. Look who's back.
Guess who's back?
That's right.
KOTV, KOTV, baby.
Welcome
We're like
back.
a step team now.
Welcome back to KOTV. We are back in 2022. I'm sorry, with season 3.
Trace.
We've been at this for a long time. We've been at this for a
Ain't
long
been that
time.
long.
I feel like
Actually,
it's
it has not been that long. We're under a year.
Yeah, we are actually.
We're under a year.
Okay.
We're almost there though.
But shit, I'm happy to be back in 2022 with season 3 with you, lovely gentlemen. So I would like to introduce ourselves again, reintroduce ourselves. I am Buddha D. I'll say now I'm going to change my name to the Music Guru because I feel like personally, I genuinely feel like that. and I say that in the space of I say it in this space because of just my headspace for music, and y'all know I listen to so much anime, video games.
You pay
Buddha,
attention to that.
I'm gonna tell Buddha this
Because-
because
hold on.
he be
Hold
forgetting
on.
about me up over here.
Nigga, okay, we'll have this conversation later. But I'm gonna name myself the Music Guru when it comes to the music
sure, for
and
anime.
video games and anime. That's what I'm saying.
Oh no, for sure.
That's what I was gonna say.
No,
Like
I'm outta here.
anime and gaming. That's me. So
Sure.
Music Guru. We also have that's your cue ball.
Bow! I'm in here. It's guns. You feel me?
I think it's like bong.
We had to wait for the pause so I could come up in here. I'm the comic book nigga. I wish we could put that as my title, but you know, we got to keep it PC. So I'm the comic book dude, man. Ask me some comic book stuff. I got some comic book answers for you.
That's on period.
And then we got my nigga Zay to the right of me.
Yeah, boy. You already know who it is. You know, it's your boy Zay, the Can Man. You know, Big Zero, No Hero. You feel me? Anime Google. Or just Google.
I love this.
Because,
I love this so much.
That's
You might as well just call
That's
me
your new gesture. Anime.
Google.
Or
or
gotta put
just
some weight to it too.
It's like
Google, because you know, anime, comics, video games, you know, I do it all. I dibble and dabble, you feel me? You can ask me just
Super
about
well rounded out
anything,
here.
you feel me? You know, I'm like that one character on the video game that can do everything. You know, they banned me from tournaments because I'm too good. You feel me? I got that 2H that whiff across the screen.
Here
you
he
feel
go
me?
laying it on thick
Now,
again, y'all.
let me stop. Let me stop. You feel me? But
And
you know,
last, but certainly not least.
you know what? I'm gonna name myself today.
Oh.
Just like you did today.
Oh.
I'm gonna piggyback off you.
Oh. What we
Because
got? What we got?
At first, I was a shady newcomer. No longer am I shady. No. I am not shady anymore. I am the bougie visual newcomer.
The bougie visual newcomer.
Because that's exactly what I'm gonna play on off of you. Because what I appreciate mostly about anime are what I always say are the visuals.
Okay.
Whatever
Okay.
is visually stimulating, that's what I want to see.
So you go pick apart the visuals.
yeah,
That's your thing.
that's exactly what
you
I'm
know
thinking.
what? It's befitting. I see that for you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an artist. Like all I care about is how it's drawn, and how it's
I see that. I mean, I
Projected.
think we all do, but like watching anime with you, I can definitely say that you're pretty much of a stickler when it comes to it. That's probably why you love Demon Slayer so much because they
Oh my
they
God,
didn't
it's
put
so
anime
pretty.
in 4K.
It's so
okay?
pretty. It's so fucking pretty. Oh my God, look at him.
But
it's all
yes.
fan service. It's all
What-
fan service.
Yeah, man. Let's not even go there.
We'll
But-
save that for tomorrow at the reaction.
There we go.
But no, welcome again to season 3 of KOTV, aka The Collective. Before we get started with our topics, which are darkest anime moments, we're also going to talk about some shows of the week. We have a lot to recap on.
it's a new year.
We have Spider-Man, we have Demon Slayer, we have Jobless
Indeed.
Reincarnation. We have so much to recap on. So we're going to get into that. But before we start, I want everybody to take this time to please like, follow, and subscribe to our YouTube page. As of now, at least from what I've been told, we will not be posting necessarily our live streams on Facebook anymore because, well, they're a bitch. So,
Yes,
so
indeed.
because they are always having all these stipulations that come with posting. You know, if you've posted lives
because
and
of the
things like that,
metaverse.
that there's always
Yeah.
been some stipulations with Facebook. So we won't be posting it on Facebook as much. We'll be promoting still on Facebook, but our live streams will be posted in our YouTube channel.
You know, that's You can find it on the Can Man YouTube channel, you know, DH Can Man, and then Twitch, the Can Man, DH Can Man. I know you can spell that because I know you can, man. Stop playing with me.
I know you can,
Because
man.
know
I
you
love
can,
that.
man.
Play on words.
But yes, you can. We are on YouTube, and as Zay has said, as the Can Man, I'm just going to use the Can Man for the rest of the show. And as the Can Man has said, we are on Twitch as well, and then we also have a Instagram page.
I mean, yeah, like also check out our Instagram on Collective Entity where you can get previews of our other shows and new information on upcoming anime, manga, games, and more. Like we are always trying to make sure you guys are up to date on what's new.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And then if you do not know, we are also starting our live reactions to certain episodes and certain seasons that are coming out with anime. So I believe we did Demon Slayer, like the first 2 episodes of season 2.
Yes,
we haven't posted that yet because we're still in the editing phase, so just be on the lookout for that. But we will be also doing live reactions so far to Attack on Titan tomorrow. Oh my god! Oh my god! That comes out tomorrow. I just thought about that. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Wait, what's
my
on?
excitement? Oh, I think it's gonna. I feel like it's gonna come on like later in the day,
Nah, it probably come on at like 12 or 1
in the morning.
Yeah.
So like Sunday. Oh my god! I'm
If
gonna
it's
be
on-
sitting here like this,
that's
trying to
usually
make sure I don't
when
click
Crunchyroll
it.
upload,
Oh my
yeah.
god! But yes, we're gonna be doing Attack on Titan, the final season of Attack on Titan. We're gonna be doing Demon Slayer. We're gonna be finishing the
I'm
rest
pretty
of
sure
that.
this gonna be a long season because it's too much shit that's in that chapter.
No, they said it was 12 episodes. I feel like the way that they're going to explain it, I think they can sum it up in 12 episodes.
there might be some long episodes then.
Maybe.
I hope so.
Maybe. I hope so too.
Because I want all of the lore.
They're gonna skim it up and y'all know.
Yes. But please be on the lookout for those live reactions. And lastly, before we even start our topics, I just want to give this man that just walked across our screen that you probably seen in the background.
Big Tone.
Big Tone from Tone Deaf Pod Network. Thank you. Thank you again so much, man, for just giving us this opportunity. You know, you be looking out for us, man. So I always want to make sure that I at least let people know who's even doing this shit for us. You know what I'm saying? So now that we got all that shit out the way, let's go into the shows, man. So,
man, let's talk about it, man.
First, before we even go into the first show that we're going to actually go into, I actually want to go into the movie right away.
Yes,
Actually.
indeed.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Let's
We
go
don't
right into
care if you
Spider-Man
ain't
right
seen
away.
it. It's been out for almost a month.
So,
And if you ain't seen it by now, spoiler alert.
Spoiler
We're going to
alert.
talk
We
about
about to talk about
Spider-Man.
so much.
Yes, indeed.
Now I know with Zay and specifically Keith, y'all really like have the lore down packed when it comes to it. So I'm gonna let you guys handle it. I just want to get my thought out about it first, real quick.
You know, let me get mine out too, since y'all.
Yeah. So I'll go, there you go.
You know.
So right away, like I'll say first off, Marvel has been killing every phase for. I'm not talking about the shows. I'm talking about the movies. Each one has been so good. Like Shang-Chi, I wasn't even expecting to be that good.
Fire.
I
It
was not
fire.
expecting
Fire.
The best one, almost.
Boy,
Really?
he was beating
I
ass, boy.
It smacked the Eternals around for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
And the Eternals had
But
it.
see, I like the Eternals.
You
Like,
like them more than Shang-Chi, though?
I did.
I like
did.
Black Panther more.
I did.
Oh,
I did.
I didn't see that coming.
I did. I'm sorry. It
Man,
was
the
good.
Eternal storyline was so dookie.
By far.
I didn't see the
by far,
Eternals because I heard it was bad.
In the beginning,
I
it's
love
real
it.
slow. In the
It's
beginning,
just
you're gonna
slow.
be like,
I heard
man,
it's really
hurry
bad.
the
It's slow,
fuck
but
up,
I
man.
Hey, it comes out for free.
It's
January 12th.
yeah, it's
And that's exactly what I was waiting for.
Yeah, just wait for that. Wow. Hold on. Somebody just commented up on there. All I seen was Superman a bitch. Hey, listen, bro. Don't do that.
Hey,
Don't
Man.
do that.
We're not studying these people on the screen real quick.
I'm
Hey.
sorry.
Let's talk about Spider-Man. So real quick before everybody goes into their rant about it, I just wanted to say that again, Marvel Phase 4 movies have all been really, really good, but this was the best one to me. Spider-Man was the best one. The thing that bought me,
bro.
that took me, and I'm so glad that they really like took their time with like certain moments that you knew that you were really going to like react to. It wasn't just like the fact that Toby and Andrew were back in the cast and Jamie and all those other villains, because a lot of villains that were in the movie, I was like, damn, hey, brought this nigga back too.
Swear to God.
Like it was those so many of those. They made so many great moments. Like I think that I ain't gonna lie to you, I probably was crying maybe like the last 30 minutes.
I'm not gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's not
Hold on.
What? You niggas can't speak.
Because I want to get to the most pivotal part that really made me be like, damn. Like, okay, so I get emotional with those type of movies. Like when they put you in your feels, I love movies that do shit like
No
that, especially
bullshit.
action movies, like movies that you don't expect. Spider-Man shouldn't be putting you in your feels like that, but it did. So
it usually does.
I'm just saying,
it should.
That's what I'm
Spider-Man is
saying.
one of the
Listen,
ones.
listen.
Yeah.
Before
Say
y'all,
nothing, Buddha. No, you ain't gotta say. I ain't even say. I ain't even
I'm
speak. You
sorry.
told me not to say.
it was all these.
I can
No,
crack my
but-
neck enough.
But I guess for me in general, like I just wouldn't expect that in the way that I felt it, because the scene that got me the most, I remember watching. I think it was the second reboot of Spider-Man with Andrew, and
Okay.
he lost Gwen. Yeah.
Ooh.
So when they
open,
really
bro.
opened up that scene
Bro.
again, and he caught MJ, and then he like cried at the end, I was like, you know what?
Yeah, he really did
I
his
was
thing.
like, you know what? It took me completely out.
He was
Hey.
my favorite Spider-Man in that movie.
Really?
Moment.
Yes.
Bro, no bullshit.
It really hit me.
It
I was
is,
like,
bro.
that's so fucked up. And
Hey, I
he
said that in the.
looked
I
out,
said
got
that
her
when
and
I seen the
everything.
trailer.
I got her and everything. So
Can't say nothing.
Guns waiting.
we just gotta.
I'm so sorry.
Wait.
I'm
I
it's
know
like
y'all
a
ready.
bomb.
I know
It's
y'all
like a
ready.
bomb
No,
is
but
about to like go
that's all
off
I
at
wanted
some
to say
point.
about the Spider-Man movie. Like it
So
was
I'm gonna give my little
5-star.
two-piece.
It was a 5-star movie to me. I will
Yes,
see it again.
Definitely.
Definitely see it again. And yeah, like I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm not bullshitting you. I wasn't crying, but I definitely had tears rolling for the last 30 fucking minutes.
I'm happy for you that you felt that.
It was
that
good.
captivated.
It
to,
was.
to
I
feel.
said it in my status that it was definitely on rival to Avengers Endgame for sure.
Yes, it
For
definitely
sure.
was.
Those are the top two movies.
Because what I felt like, that movie, any good movie has multiple climaxes. This movie had like 2 or 3 of them, at least. There were different like villains coming out of nowhere.
Mhm.
If you watch the series, this is very nostalgic for you
Mhm.
at some point. This
Mhm.
was like, oh my God, this is my childhood coming back into me. Like the people or the children that have watched this movie cannot appreciate it the way we are able to appreciate them. I'm not trying to knock anybody who's watching this.
No, but
podcast,
you're right.
But we grew up with the movies that came out in theaters at this moment. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 3, all of them. All these niggas, almost all these niggas was in. Almost. I'm sorry. Almost. Everybody but the nigga. But
He ain't.
but they talked about him. They talked about him.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx brought him up.
There's a rumor that in the purple cloud,
That's supposed to be him.
he is in one of those silhouettes.
It's cool. Jamie Foxx brought him up anyway. He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, you think it's a
He was
black
brought up.
Spider-Man?
He was
Miles.
brought up twice
Miles.
though. He was
Look,
brought
look,
up
can I say
twice.
this? Can I say
Absolutely,
this?
absolutely.
It's not.
I'm gonna let him do it.
Look, thank you. Fuck. All right. I don't know if y'all know, but
Your dad on
Tom Holland, he said that he wanted this to be his last Spider-Man movie, and it would be amazing
yeah.
to have a black Spider-Man.
He did say
That was his statement.
Who
on
said
this
that? I'm
movie.
sorry.
Tom Holland.
Oh, okay.
So he said that before the movie came out. Then the movie comes out, and Jamie Foxx said it got to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere.
It was not the first
That's-
time it was mentioned in the movie. It was mentioned again later on in the
And
movie
Tom,
too.
you know your boy.
There
Tom
must be some
always
type of
spoils
foreshadowing going on.
But you
Where we're gonna make a black Spider-Man more prominent. We already have a leeway and also a confirmation of a Miles Morales 2 coming out this year.
Well,
Miles Morales
is
2
the
is coming out this
strongest
year, you
Spider-Man,
guys.
Yeah.
Everybody know that, right? Miles
Yeah.
Morales is like the strongest Spider-Man.
No
And
bull.
exactly, and that's the point. That's the point.
If we're not
Crazy.
talking about cosmic
We talk
Spider-Man,
about base form of Spider-Man.
yeah, not no cosmic.
What?
Miles? Who? What?
Then
What
who?
others? Who?
I mean,
No!
his name is
Doc Ock.
Superior.
Oh, he got his
Doc Ock-
arms, bro. He got mechanical arms. Bro.
I know who's superior. That's Doc Ock.
No, bro. No.
He's superior to the other Peter Parker. He's not.
Exactly.
Miles
What I
is
said.
also
It's in the
superior.
name. So if he's
Yeah.
superior, then he's the best one.
Yeah.
But
He's
if,
superior to
he,
Peter
if
Parker.
we have a runner-up, it's
Miles
already
that.
been said. Anyway,
The new gen always
this
gets stronger.
Spider-Man was so good because not only was there different climaxes, there was so much also character development going on where I got to know Zendaya's character. I don't know any of their names. I don't know
MJ.
that. MJ.
That's it.
MJ. She is MJ.
That's all we got.
Yeah.
You know, other than that.
What is her name?
They said it, but it was some. But she
It's
said,
not.
It's,
It's not Mary Jane.
No,
though.
It was something else. She was like, no, but we just gonna keep it at MJ. They said what.
Oh yeah, it was.
That's
a
why I
different-
said I'm like, we
It
don't.
was,
I don't know what her
Michael
name
like
is.
Jackson.
It was like Michelle something.
It was
It was Michelle.
Why did you say Michael Jackson?
Her last name
Why
was
did you
Jones.
say it?
Her last name was Jones.
You sure it wasn't Michelle Jones?
It was something.
I thought it was like Michelle.
Something.
Beyonce
If you guys
now.
can tell us,
I
like in the
forgot, bro.
comments, what her real name is,
we
would
don't
really
even care,
appreciate
y'all.
that.
I ain't
I
gonna
want to
lie.
know at this point. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I knew it was not the original MJ. That's why I said it like that.
I did the
But-
website.
MJ, and then like the other friend too. He
Might have
wasn't
been
a
Michelle
Harry.
Jones.
He was just a random person. He didn't have anything special about him, but he was able to do the little.
He does
Yeah.
though. He
Oh,
does.
did y'all-
And he does
What-
have-
That's just the
strange.
origin. That's just the
Does have
origin.
Can I
something
tell y'all?
special.
Can I tell y'all
Everybody
something?
missed-
Tell
No.
us.
Listen. Can I
Tell
tell y'all
us.
something?
Everybody missed what he said.
So let me show y'all how
I
this
missed it.
comic shit work with me.
Right.
So we all watched the movie, and this is something simple that should have popped up to everybody. As soon as he went to his grandma's house, did y'all not see the weapons on the wall that he literally pointed at? Those are weapons from Talo.
Yes, bro.
Oh,
That's why he has magic. Talo is,
He
y'all know the whole
said-
place of Talo is
he
made out of
said-
magic.
Yeah.
He said his
Oh, wow.
Shang-Chi.
ancestors was magic users, was able to.
I
do
thought
that.
he was just bullshitting.
Nah.
Like honestly, I thought he was.
You think that you
Oh,
think he'd say that and then be able to conjure a
Yeah.
portal
But
That
I feel like-
easily?
I felt like that.
Because
If
the
you
tool,
hold
the
the
tool
ring,
is not doing that shit.
Nah,
It's
it's not the
it's just
tool.
amplified.
You have to have some magic in you to be
like
able to
any
do
other
it.
anime.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, but another thing I want to tell you guys. Okay, so this is why Miles is the strongest. Tone, and you should remember this about how the Marvel multiverse work when it comes to Spider-Man. Every Spider-Man is as strong as they need to be. Right?
Indeed.
Miles needs to be the strongest Spider-Man because he comes from a universe that doesn't even exist anymore.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? His whole universe is dead. The Ultimate Universe is dead and gone, right? But it's
Indeed.
people from there. But like for the most part, 99% of that universe is gone, right? Miles came
Even
over.
the enemies.
Yeah, like even like Thanos from over there is dead. Like Galactus from over there is dead. Like
All of them.
they gone. It's Reed Richards from over there. He here and you know about that one, right? The Ultimate Reed Richards, boy. You don't want him around, but just know from
Hey.
Miles' universe, he come from one of the universes where you
Dangerous
gotta
boy.
be like that. So that's why his powers are. That's why he got more powers than Peter Parker. Like he could turn invisible. He
Right,
could
he has
stun you and
electricity,
paralyze you.
Control
and everything.
electricity, paralyze you.
And
He
get
can
turn
back to you
invisible.
if you
Yeah.
send some light in there. He can send it. He can direct it.
He
back
can-
towards
he
you,
can
like
actually-
the Avatar.
He can actually.
That's why,
absorb-
honestly, that's
Nah,
why
he
that
can't-
game was way better
It's not
than the
like
other
it.
one.
It's
Even
not
though
like
it was a just like it because the missions.
It's pure energy. No. Like when they described it, he absorbs energy. Like even in,
Black Panther costume.
like Black Panther absorbs kinetic energy. He absorbs pure energy, like any type of energy,
Oh.
electricity, light, all
Yeah.
of it.
Tight.
Like that's why
I learned
that's
that from
why
the
even
game,
in the-
but yeah.
even in the game, he was absorbing the generator,
Mhm.
overloading the generator. That
Yep.
was they was giving you little details about his powers. He absorbs pure energy.
That's exactly what I was
and
going to say.
discharges
Like
it however
the
he
game
feel
made
like.
you go in depth about what he could do as a superhero, though it was almost a replicant.
They called
of
it
the
Venom
game
'cause he's a
before.
spider.
It was
Oh, yeah,
almost a
with the
replicant.
But I mean,
I
They
feel
said
like
it
all,
was-
I feel
the
like all
mission-
Spider-Man games gonna be the
Spider-Man games
same.
are the same.
Because look,
But no, this one was. I'm sorry, I just spit and everything. But this one was like a exact replicant of the game before. Aside from Miles Morales' own powers and his own
Right.
story,
But
aside
that's
from
because
the
it's gonna be
enemies and
Spider-Man
everything
in New
else was the
York.
same.
Ever since PlayStation 2, when they made that Spider-Man game where you could travel all around New York, and then
It's always
and they
been like
also
that.
gave you
It was
every,
a blueprint.
yeah, but they also gave you every villain for Spider-Man. After that, going forward, what else can we do?
Yeah.
What else?
The only thing
We
they
can make it
do-
better graphic wise. And
The only thing that they can do is completely switch the character
Yep.
so that they
Yeah,
can
I
switch
feel
the
like-
powers because every Peter Parker pretty much has the same
yeah,
powers
I feel like
in the game.
I feel like
compared
since
to
except for
except
Miles.
Unless
yeah.
Miles, and that's exactly why I'm like, this was a completely
Unless
different.
they drop a
experience
game
for me.
about Cosmic
so this,
Spider-Man.
This is what I'm gonna say. Yeah, I
Shit.
feel like this is what they need to do since they already did the Rogues Gallery. Before they go into like different powers of Spider-Man, like Cosmic Spider-Man and all the other different versions of Spider-Man,
Yeah.
I feel like they should go into different characters. Like we still ain't. How come all these Spider-Man games came out? I haven't been able to play as Black Cat once.
None of them. Spider Girl.
Oh,
None of them.
wait,
Spider
did
Woman.
they have a black cat? They had one with black cat in there.
I don't remember ever
I
being able.
remember
to
Always
playing
it's
Spider-Man
always
with
a black cat.
in
There's
there.
always a black
Look,
cat in
look,
every
look,
single Spider-Man
nah.
game. It's a side mission.
This
It's
what he
always a
said.
side mission.
This what he
But,
said.
Always.
Like, he just be able to run around her. Period.
You being her,
Yeah.
no, you can't do that.
Yeah,
that's
no,
what-
okay,
that's what
okay,
he's saying.
okay.
And like his other friends, like Spider-Man got other
He got
like
other Spider friends, bro.
another thing. I
they're
want
Like how,
franchise-
kind of like how
their
Avengers did
franchise-
the DLCs and stuff
Can
like
I
that.
say this? Can I say this real quick, y'all? I want to Marvel owns, all that Sony shit, right? I mean, not all of it, but a lot of stuff from Sony, and they bought it and all that crap, and they own the rights to it. Can I let y'all know this? When they bought them rights with X-Men and all the other crap, I feel like the next Spider-Man movie they finna try to outdo this one, and I feel like we're gonna get Deadpool in it. Now, y'all hearing this from me first?
Spider-Man,
There's
Deadpool?
nothing that's
that's
saying.
comics
Yeah,
right
there's
there.
nothing
That's
that's
all.
saying.
I want it.
Hold on, let me tell you this. There's nothing that happened or here or there that happened that would tell me that Deadpool's gonna be in the next movie. It's just me knowing how movies work and how Marvel and Disney work.
And then it's Deadpool.
Yeah, and they do own a property,
And they're going to
they own
capitalize
Deadpool
on
now.
what's working, not what's
Facts.
And
not
But in
working.
comics,
And
they
it's
real like
canon.
best friends.
It
Yeah.
is canon.
To comics. They
Yeah,
real.
They
like-
are.
Yeah.
Because
So
they
y'all opening up all these other portals.
because
they're gonna do Daredevil, Spider-Man first.
Yeah, I know that, but I'm thinking.
Then
I think for the Spider-Man movie, like the next Spider-Man actual movie, I feel like they might.
There's going to be some gay shit going on.
just
I
because
love
like
it.
because the Deadpool and Spider-Man, they used to get mixed up because their costumes like kind of the
Pretty much
same,
same,
except
yeah.
for Deadpool got black and red or red and black.
And
instead
a
of-
little schmutz on the top of
and
his
he kills people.
Another schmutz.
He
That's a little
kills people. He
schmutz.
Are you
doesn't web them
Jewish?
up. You feel me? He kills people. He doesn't web them up.
So let's go on to the next one.
Guns.
We're gonna go on to the next. We're gonna go on to the next show. We're gonna go on to the next show. So
You can put
we
it
all
on the
agreed that we
table.
do love.
I seen this shit. Going on.
All right, we're gonna go to the next show. So this is now we're going into anime. I want to dissect first Jobless Reincarnation
Yes, indeed.
just on the strength because it's already done.
I just started it.
So we're gonna just dissect and leave as much spoilers as we can out because he has not because he hasn't finished it. I don't want.
It's not me.
You're fine with it?
No, it's
Okay.
okay. I'm
Okay,
I'm
this is
late.
okay.
I'm
Kinda
late.
old.
The rest of the
I mean,
world
yeah,
is
but
up to
I
date.
know
It's
I
okay.
We have to follow anime rules,
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
regardless.
I'm
It goes
behind.
For
It's
us
okay.
too.
So
I love it.
for those that don't know what Jobless Reincarnation is, really quick, it is an isekai anime that focuses on this really.
Tell them what isekai mean, man. You can't just blow up.
I do
Isekai
not
is
know what that
for those that don't know what isekai means. Isekai is the type of anime where you are reincarnated into another world. Circumstances may be different when you get there. Shit, you might have your memory when you get there. You might not have your memory when you get
Yes.
there. But in most cases, you do.
Every anime that you've seen where someone's been in a video game or been in a different world that got transported to, even if you think it's a shonen, it's not. It's an isekai.
It's
So
actually
anything
isekai.
that has an anime,
So
where
Sword
it has
Art
like
Online is actually
RE
an isekai.
and then like something else, that's reincarnation.
Yeah,
something.
for the most part, you
Even
see
if-
all
even
as
if-
reincarnation.
Even if they don't die, like
Even if they don't say reincarnation in
Yeah.
the title, like if when it starts and you see every
Like
isekai
Overlord.
anime starts the same.
A
They go-
overlord.
Yeah, like every
Overlord is isekai.
every isekai anime starts the same.
That's what I'm
They're
saying.
in-
Sword
they're
Art
in-
Online
they're
is
Remember,
in-
come on with him
Oh,
being stuck in a
That's,
video
that's
game.
a game.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
stuck in a video game forever.
So Sword Art.
Yep.
Isekai.
Okay, okay.
yeah, yeah.
They tell you in a different
Sword Art is a
world.
good isekai
But
too.
you're not reincarnated. You're just going to the video.
Well,
game.
that's what he was fixing with my statement. Like it's
Oh.
it's not necessarily reincarnation, but you're
It's-
in another
but
world.
it still is
That's what
reincarnation.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Because even though I didn't die, I still reincarnated.
Yeah,
in
you're
that video
still-
game.
yeah.
I can come out.
a recreation of personality.
Yeah.
sir.
Okay.
There you go.
It-
There you
It
started right
means-
there.
It means whisk away. Okay,
Yeah.
that's what. isekai
Whisk-
means.
So now that
Man,
we
gotta
have
make it beautiful.
now that we
Sounds
know
like
what
vacation.
isekai right. Now that we know that isekai means whisk away anime.
You feel me? Anime Google.
Jobless Reincarnation is an isekai anime that focuses on this boy who, well, I will say this man who
So horrible.
was reincarnated into another world. His lifestyle prior to that was very much what do you call it? A weeb?
Nah,
Is what they
he
call
was
him?
an otaku.
Yeah. But like a real bummy, a
pervio
pervio otaku.
He's fat.
Yeah, but he was pretty
fat.
much he was pretty much a person that like games
He
and,
sniffed underwear.
and was a pervert for the most
Yeah,
part.
he was that character in
So
the anime
he-
that sniffed underwear.
So almost every reincarnated character ever.
Yeah. So hold on, let me finish it out. So
They're all perverts.
Nah.
this
Really are.
specific personality, he gets
virgins.
reincarnated as
Nah.
a child. He remembers has all his memory, has his same personality when he comes back, like even the perverted stuff. They pretty much do a very good job at making sure that you know that this man is perverted because he's very perverted. But I think that even within the show, they do a good job at the mature audience stuff anyway, because you know the girl that was a hoe in the show, she was sleeping with everybody in the show. But yeah, like so, there's that synopsis. But don't take you haven't gotten there this season 2. You wanna
Wait,
see her till
we're
season
talking about
2.
Rising Kings.
No, Jobless Reincarnation.
Okay, that's who I'm talking about. That's exactly what made me think about it because he was like, they're not always perverts. I'm like, that's exactly what I thought about Rising Kings, and Rising Kings is like almost a reincarnation show. Where
You know, Ranking the Kings or Rising?
Ranking.
Ranking Kings. I'm sorry, Ranking.
We'll
Kings.
talk about that. That's I'll
They're
see that for
also
that.
the same ones. Like they both are
No.
perverts.
Who?
Ranking Kings and this guy.
Which one? Bougie?
Mm.
No.
Yes.
We'll
We
talk
gonna
about
leave
that.
that alone.
We're gonna leave that alone.
We gonna
The
leave
real
You ain't
part-
been really
The
been
real
watching
pervert,
King.
the real perverts on K, because they was I don't know what happened on that show.
Oh, nigga. This nigga. No, so
We all have our own
At,
purposes.
so with reincarnation, with Jobless Reincarnation, the biggest thing that they try to now that we've watched season 2 is that this boy what's Rugert? No, not Rugert.
Rudrick. Rudius.
Rudius.
There you
Rugert
go.
is the bald head dude. Rudius is the
He's
main
bald
character.
now? Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Nah, that's
He pulling lady shit. My
Um,
nigga Rudy.
but Rudy, yes, Rudy.
yeah,
Rudy is the name of the person that got reincarnated. He was they show you his life throughout as a child. He's pretty much perverted throughout his child. He kept a pair of panties literally at the age of what it was like 2, 1, maybe
4.
Man, I don't
Was it
know.
4?
It was 4. I'm watching it now. I'm watching it now. 4.
But so you even got to the part when they
No, don't.
oh my
Ooh,
god.
Don't do that.
we don't gotta spoil first season, second season.
Yeah,
Second
we'll
season
talk
you
about
can spoil. I won't even remember it.
so with the biggest thing that I will say that I took away from the show is that this Rudy is very fucking powerful. He's probably one of the most powerful people in the show. He just does not. He's still in his potential.
No, he's just a
And
fucking
he was
he's a-
just
and he's a-
media
and
at
he's a-
5.
and he's an idiot.
and
Like
a pussy.
he's an idiot and a pussy. But you'll see all of that in season 2.
Man.
So my question is this to you with this show. Now that we pretty much know the synopsis of why they made this man so powerful, but yet so stupid, because he is very
I
fucking
don't think
stupid.
they made him stupid.
How
They
about-
just didn't. They left it up to him to change his mentality.
Yeah,
He doesn't have
I
people
agree.
skills.
I agree. No, I know he has
He's
people
book smart.
skills.
He literally is
Nah,
book
no,
smart.
He doesn't. No,
And that's
he doesn't.
it.
Because even in season 2, when they were showing more flashbacks of him being at home, when he was with his friend was trying to be at the house being nice to him.
But I thought he had people skills when he was able to adapt with the people that was around. Well, I guess that's true.
There was
because
no
when they
people
left-
around
Because you gotta
him.
think about it. Every time that he's around people, when he gets to talking to himself, the first thing he says is he's a pessimist. He doubts everything. Like
He
Yeah,
always
that's true.
flashes back to his original life
Every
every
time.
time.
and then he started working it out after he realized, like, oh, they're dying. I'm finna die.
Yeah,
Oh,
now he want to
shit.
fix and pick up the
Yeah.
pieces. That's why dude killed
Like,
his
he
ass.
acting like it be making me mad because he acting like he Rimuru with slow time ability.
yeah,
He don't
yeah,
got
and
that
he don't,
shit.
and he like, yeah,
Not
yeah,
Rimuru.
yeah,
Don't got that shit.
absolutely,
Like, what?
absolutely,
Like, bro, like he
absolutely.
acting like look. No
I
bullshit.
agree with that.
Big
I agree
Sukamichi.
with
No
that.
bullshit. He act like that one kid in high school who thought anime was real and tried to fight you like
Yeah,
that.
that's how Rudy
You know,
does
got to
act.
doing hand signs,
Yeah.
thinking about the fight. When
There's
you
been
It's like
other-
his mind don't meet up with
Exactly.
his reaction the
Exactly.
way that it needs.
But
Like,
there's been times where he's actually been able to apprehend these people.
only to
These,
show
little,
off.
these
though.
little bullies. and
Majority of the time, if
everything.
he's acting like that, he's really to show
Show
off.
off.
Or again, like even when Gilsane came and he was fighting to get old girl, red hair girl back,
yeah,
like that whole thing, he could have handled that a long
So you're
time
saying
ago.
so you're saying he's sexually motivated?
I guess you could say
Yes.
that. Yeah,
Yes,
actually,
he's very sexually
Yeah.
motivated because of his
Hell
past
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
But he only does
how
things.
ironic
Yeah.
is that? Even in saying that, how ironic is that the day that he finally gets Miss Mama's,
Shorty,
she
he
turned,
turned-
her, she turned his
Hold
ass.
on, wait, how that
Tell
song
me.
go? How that song go? She said some. Get that bread, get that head.
Then leave. That's
She did
exactly
that.
what
What
Miss
Miss Mama said to him?
That's,
Did that nigga bogus?
did him bogus.
Had him-
had his way with him and left in the morning.
had his
So
ass-
take his money?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
no,
he
no,
just,
that's
she just,
I
oh,
just said that
so much
analogy.
has happened
I just said
that
that
like
analogy.
they ended up like something happened drastically that dude almost died and they ended up splitting up because it was too much. Like
He
that,
did die.
that
with his
one, yeah,
dumb
he
ass.
did, he did
I
actually.
mean,
That's
so
what
much
he
has happened
fucking
with his
did.
father. It's like a
no,
correlation.
this situation is nothing compared to that.
Ooh,
Like
That was a mess.
Rudy,
saying-
literally, if
Oh
it
my
wasn't for
God.
the all-knowing dude,
yeah.
the God, this would have been the end of the anime. Rudy died.
I'm saying this though.
Died.
Like this this my thing.
And he
bro.
still didn't get it. Like he still didn't understand that. Like that was my thing. It was like, bro, you just died. My mentality would have changed instantly.
This my thing. My mentality would have changed when I got fucking threw into a different world and gave me superpowers. Like
I'm already
Yeah.
like I'm already through.
Yeah.
like
Already.
honestly, I really like the anime, and I
I
really
love the
fuck
anime.
with with creators, with the authors, like how y'all give the characters different personalities and force them to work through these trials and tribulations. But like this dude, I hate him so much. Cause like bro, the one of the incidents in season 2 that he did, like he literally got told that somebody was finna kidnap this girl, and he was right next to her.
Mm-hmm.
He put up a wall, was listening to her get kidnapped, and put down the wall last minute to save her. And you knew before it was finna happen, and he was in here putting up the wall.
Like you went specifically for this act to actually save this girl.
Save the girl. He put up a wall and thought about a plan while she was getting kidnapped.
In that instance, he really thinks that he has that time stopping mentality.
I had this thought about when I first started watching the
game.
anime. There might be a foreshadowing about everything about his upbringing. Everything is like so intricate to the point where he might be a spectacle of everything about his parents, even the good and the bad. His father,
you got it,
was, attention whore.
Oh, so you did get past that part then?
No, it's just I low key.
How far did you get on?
I'm on episode 6.
So yeah, you got to the part when he cheated on his wife.
Yeah, and so like I read him.
The fucking maid dog.
I read him.
They had 2 babies.
They two, and they're coexisting. They're coexisting. They're like, my baby's sad. Oh, my baby's sad too. I'm like, oh my god.
I gotta say this. I gotta say this.
No,
that's some shit.
That's
that
some
would,
G shit. If
that's some shit that would only happen
to give the viewers.
Oh, y'all both cool with
the
it?
viewers perspective. We're watching an anime where this
cool.
nigga's reincarnated dad basically slept with his maid,
his housekeeper.
In the housekeeper. She said, I'm pregnant. And they like looked at each other like, well, we already know there can't be nobody else. And then looked at the dad. He was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
And then
that's exactly what he did. And that's exactly how they started.
And then when Rudy is there, slow with that situation, Rudy has nobody to even look up to like that. His dad is strong enough in that regard, but he has nobody to look up to.
Fucking pussy.
On a positive note, to be like an inspiration to. Like he think that the shit that his dad do is okay, so he think that the shit that he do is okay.
And that's exactly why when you told me,
fuck all of that, y'all overlooking.
Not fuck all that.
Y'all listen to this, bro. Y'all not understanding. Technically, he is older than them. He's already 35 in his original world.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
When he was born, he was already 35 when he was born.
Yeah.
He was
but his dad don't know that.
So,
right? But he's not learning that. But he's not learning nothing from that.
What can you learn? What can you learn from him then?
Hey, I'm already grown. I ain't learning nothing from you.
Shut up. Everybody shut up.
We don't hear you what you got to say.
This is what I'm saying. You're not understanding. You're an adult person.
Mm-hmm.
You got reincarnated into another world. At this point, yes, you're learning this world, but you already got your own mentality because you've grown. Right. At the end of the day, yeah, you're going because you in a little person body, but your mentality is an adult. You already developed. You just learning more information. You just wait until you older. At the end of the day, you not wholeheartely going honestly listen to another person. Like even being grown, like I'm standing on you.
Well, you gotta remember. You gotta remember
as much as you want to. We have a rebuttal.
I'm saying this nigga is able to differentiate between right and wrong.
Is he?
He knows what he's able. What he's
is
doing.
He though?
Yes,
bro. Like think about.
He even do it during the show when he have his little pause moments. That's what pissed me off.
I think that is biased. When he has those moments, it's very biased because again, if he really has that
act like it's a game, that's why it's biased.
That's why it's
his fault. That's why
it's always going to be his fault.
I don't blame.
So that's why when you say that he has this adult mind, yes, physically he has an adult mind, but mentality wise, he is exactly Rudy's age.
Yeah, he mentality wise, he's a kid.
Still,
I'm saying the reason why, like he's
that's
set
his
in
personality.
he's set in his ways as an adult, like thinking like he should be able to do all of this shit, and because he got reincarnated, he thinks life's a game. So now he really can't. He honestly doesn't know if it's real or not until he died.
That's true. So especially if he's depending on the fact that man's gonna bring him back to life anyway.
That's why the whole time he's playing. Bro.
Yeah,
I honestly think it might be the opposite.
Think so?
If you had an opportunity to figure out or go through life where you were going through constantly. Were you going through situations where you're like, if I knew what I knew now, you know what's the saying? What's the saying that
If I knew then what I know now.
Right.
he's constantly going through that. He's already been through.
He keep making the same
but he's
wrong
using that shit horribly.
No, the reason why I said that is because the moment when he actually chose to use that talent was when he read his father every time. Every time he read his father.
Okay, I will
And he
say
was
this.
like, you know what?
I'm
It
pretty
takes a
sure-
lot to lie to his baby mama. And he read like how I would read him. He read him where he was like, you know what? You
I
see
think
your
that,
wife.
that was. I think based off of everything that I know, even from season 2, that scene.
That's what
is
I'm
a
getting from.
facade to who he really is. He actually adores that his dad does that shit. If you like, it's been
Because his
times where he
dad's
actually,
able to do
Yeah.
because
His
his dad is
dad's
actually
able
able to
to
do
do
that,
that.
do what he wants to do. That's what Rudius wants to
He
do.
never had sex in his other life.
Yeah.
I know that, and I thought that
So-
from when he said
so,
when he said that, I was like, "Oh my god, you're such
He
a
gotta
great
keep
person."
up. He gotta keep up facades.
He's just
with his mom
gaslighting.
and everything like
He's
that.
gaslighting him.
That's,
Yeah.
he's gaslighting because he wants to do
He
that.
wants to do that, and
can't.
he's mad because he's
only
doing it.
Fucking 7 or
Oh
9,
my
bro.
fucking
Why
god!
you think he's so horned up all the goddamn time?
Exactly.
At
I
7.
know that. I know that part. Like I
You
know
gotta
the whole
think about
penny
it.
shit and everything, but
He's
like
a 35,
I thought-
40-year-old virgin man in a 9-year-old body
You know what?
I thought from him
who
saying
never
that
had sex.
was his resolve.
Again.
When he said that, when he spoke up to his dad, he's like, "It's really cool that you cheat on my mom, and like you got her mistress living her." Like he read him.
He read him
To the bone.
Coming
And
from
I was like,
look, he was jelly.
"Oh,
he was jelly.
jealous.
Hey.
Oh.
You ever been talking to 40? Listen, you ever been talking to 40 women and a nigga come out of nowhere and tell one of them like, man, that nigga talking to 40
I would
women.
never say stuff like that if I was. if
Yeah,
I just
man.
felt that way.
Nigga talking to 40 women.
If
You
you
don't dry snitch on me.
If you had the personality that Rudy had, you definitely would.
I don't have a jealous bone in my body.
Hey,
I
definitely
just
would.
don't. I just don't care what you're doing.
He's had conversations within his head about the fact that he was jealous about his dad.
Anime Google has
For
this
real.
thing. This is something that like because I watch a lot of isekai, so I read into a lot of shit. So most isekai, depending on how your life was originally, the god or goddess, when they put you in a different one, they will give you similar trials and tribulations, or put things in your path that your desires, your dreams, hopes, fears, all of that. But this time you're not a normal person. You have powers, and it's up to you to figure out how to get around it.
And
So
even
his
with those,
dad is the person he wanted to be in his original life. So that's why he is watching his dad do that. So he is getting more envious. And it is forcing him not forcing him, but more so making him want to do more. Like he got powers now. He think he's a god. He's in a video game. So
He
why
legit
not
thought he was a
try?
it's a power hungry trait.
Exactly.
I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna end this specific show. But everything you said is true, and it hadn't dawned on me that. Remember, I was saying like the part where he fought dude and he died.
Yeah.
In my head, I was thinking like, oh, that should have been the turning point. But I'm glad that they gave us those 2 episodes because it took for everybody to leave his ass and he get back into that whole space of being alone for him to really be like, okay, let me get my
Did I
shit
not
together.
He had
say
to
that,
humble
though?
Because
himself.
this
Did I
season
not
3,
say that?
this season 3, I know he about to turn up.
Bro, he finna turn it.
He about to turn to a totally
I'm
different
finna like
person.
him season
I think I'm
3.
gonna like
I'm
him,
like him
season
season 3 because that face he had at the end, he was like some.
He was like, all right,
it's
let me get my
time.
shit together.
It's time.
Like that.
That's that face.
Bro,
So
that
I
nigga
had
was
thought
born
about-
in 1988.
So this is the last show, and then we're gonna actually go into our own real quick. This is another isekai show called
ReZero.
no, nigga.
It's
The-
called Long.
Oh, no,
Come on,
you
talk
got
that
The
long-
long name
I
one.
got you. It's called The Assassin Who Got Reincarnated into an Aristocrat.
Okay,
There
the
you go.
assassin that got reincarnated into an aristocrat.
And I was
Yeah.
trying to
It's
look
a
it up,
isekai
and I couldn't
almost-
find it
it's
because
like
it was
a-
such a long
It's
name.
like an isekai / harem
I couldn't find it.
slash. I say
Yeah.
slash because again, even though I say it in the space of more the love aspect of
Yeah.
it, even though they don't like they adore him.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
love
they
and adore
definitely
him.
do.
It's not like necessarily a sex situation, except for one of them.
Yeah, white
But they really adore him, and harems are necessarily kind of like in that
I
same space
actually
too.
really like the premise of this one because this one they don't like just stress on that the god just chose one person. This one, the whole season, you see that the goddess is bringing in multiple supposed heroes from different walks of life. Like her whole plan is to kill the hero she originally put on the planet to kill the Demon Lord, because in this one the hero is supposedly to be the one that destroys the world. So she brings in another hero, thousands of them over the course of millennia.
Yeah.
And like she gets photographers, best actors, martial artists, all types
genres of people that you wouldn't even thought would have even correlate to this specific synopsis.
And then she comes down to the number one assassin in the world. And he's the number one assassin, being in that life, because can't nobody kill him. They had to blow this nigga plane up. That's how they killed him. They blew, like, he was on the plane after he just got done
going to teach them.
He finished his final mission. He finished his final kill mission, and that was supposed to be his last mission before he quit being an assassin. And when he got on the plane with his partner, they blew his plane up. The goddess got him, and she sent him to another world. He got to choose his 5 special abilities from each different class. Made his ass OP.
Yes,
like he's an assassin, bro. Like I need to stress, not stress, but stress.
Yeah.
Assassin.
Nigga made that word Spanish as hell. I need to stress. Cause normally we go isekai or anime period talk about the brute that just overused power. We talking about an assassin. They don't got guns in this world. He made them. He can create gold with magic. Like
the aristocrat part of the show is really what I like more so than him being an assassin. We already know he was gonna be popping niggas off because of how strong he was as an assassin. But his aristocrat, that double life side,
that shit fire.
He killed that shit. He was an entrepreneur all the way through and through. He made lotion. This nigga made lotion.
Bro, he has a whole he has a whole business that is doing phenomenal.
It's like CoverGirl. It's like CoverGirl.
Literally.
Easy breezy, beautiful.
No, like
lotion.
it's literally for women. Magic lotion that make your shit
that make you young.
He was just out there when it came to preparing to kill this man. And I will say too, the last episode was very lackluster to me.
Yeah,
it was very lackluster.
That's only because they bring in season 2.
That's what I'm saying.
They're not dropping too much.
Yeah,
I like it though. They putting a lot of lore.
Can I say this?
What?
So I was gonna watch it, but literally somebody told me the last episode was so garbage, right? Yeah. That I didn't even start it.
Yeah,
but
I ain't gonna lie, it was.
But I do like the other. Besides, but obviously we not gonna.
Nice lights.
Yeah, nice lights, and for the story premise, it was good. But if I would have watched just that episode, I'd be like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
But out of the isekai, besides Slime, it's gonna be Tsukamichi, man. And I say this every week.
Slime best isekai.
I don't know about that.
Ain't nobody.
I would
no
say,
other isekai.
Bro, Sword Art Online
a
exists,
lot of
bro, and that was before Slime.
Bro,
If you really want to do this, Slime is strong, bro. But you talk about anime versus anime. You want to put Slime versus Sword Art?
We're not doing this today, though.
I know. I'm just saying. He tried to say it was the best isekai. Like he didn't be the strongest, but the best.
I'm not talking about. He the strongest.
Yeah, but the
saying,
best.
Y'all don't know the story like I do.
Right, but Sword Art.
I know the story. I know Sword Art story like the back of my hand.
Right.
I done read all of that shit.
That shit good.
That come out. I know that shit. All right.
That shit.
All right. So just so we can move on, so we can get to the darkest anime. We are literally halfway through the show. So we're just gonna really quickly talk about our own personal show.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start. Well, fuck it. One Piece. I'm at the Dressrosa arc at the climax. It's everything. The show is everything. I have finally gotten used to just the little stupid antics that they do.
What episode are you on?
680.
Look at that boy
My
working.
God.
This
My
about that time.
God.
That
boy is working.
He with Doflamingo right now.
And the show, every time I watch the show, I think about that video that you had posted about the correlation between the events that happen in the real world and how they make them in One Piece.
And where niggas from and all that shit.
It's uncanny, y'all. I think that's what really makes me gravitate to him. Oda is a genius in the space of just putting in these lore, but then like making you forget about it because. And I think that's the reason
Bro.
why. That's the reason why he makes these characters so fucking outlandish.
You forget about it until it comes back
Until it
up. You
comes
be like,
back
what
up.
the wait? What?
Yeah.
Honestly,
That's why you forget shit in the lore because you be so focused on this
Like what the
pineapple on this
storyline
man,
was going. Yeah.
or just this pineapple on this man's head
'Cause it look
out of
goofy.
nowhere.
it look really goofy.
Like the dude that fought Trafalgar Law, right?
Right.
The dude that Smoker and Trafalgar Law was fighting, yeah.
right.
The fact that this
It's
man
me.
always got something on the side of his face, but don't get it twisted. He is not one of them.
Oh,
My man's was not playing no games with these people, but you remember he always had like a piece of like
Something.
bologna or some shit
Bro,
on his
it was a big
on a steak, just like
hog meat.
on his face. And it's like, and they do it in a way where like he was eating and he forgot that it was on his face.
Yeah, bro. It's like
Like-
it's like a big crumb on his shit. He
I
forgot about
love like now that I'm in 86, I love Oda for the way that he tells the story because it's like, bro, why is this man with this pineapple on his head so fucking OP like this? Again,
Honestly.
Ivanka.
Bro.
Oh, you ain't when you get to Ivanka.
Only thing I'm saying is honestly. Only thing I'm saying is honestly. I'm like, honestly, truly.
Like he's definitely one of my favorite characters.
Hey,
I
Oda,
told
Outrageous, stupid
I
ass
told
power,
niggas.
but he's strong as a bitch.
Bro, his
Oda
power
is a
the-
god.
But I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave it there. One Piece is God.
Oda is a god.
Look at
I
you.
is a
I'm
god.
so proud of you.
Like,
I'm honestly, I'm
I'm
so
not
proud
just
of you.
saying this. Like,
I'm so proud of
the
Richard.
show is good.
Let me just say this. I'm so proud of Richard because you was on a hate squad with me.
Yep.
Luffy.
If we go to the first couple episodes, Buddha like, nah.
First
Luffy gets
episode,
on
we
my
were like,
nerves.
oh, fuck Luffy, fuck One Piece.
No, Luffy gets on my nerves,
He
but I have to
does.
respect him because Luffy is Luffy, and Luffy gonna get the job
And
done.
I
at the
gotta
end of the
listen to
day.
him before I go to
Even
sleep
listen.
because
If
if I
you
hear
ain't
that,
Every,
if I
his
hear that
favorite phrase,
scream
especially with this
before I go to
Dressrosa arc, his favorite phrase that he always said, I get mad every time he said, we'll be all right.
Oh, and just run off.
Just run
They're like,
off.
this the plan. They turn around,
He
he be
like-
already
He be
gone.
like, it'll work out.
and Zoro running too, but he running the opposite way. He don't even know where the hell he go.
or Luffy puts himself in situations where he cannot be available.
Bro, or he getting his ass beat.
Oh, oops.
Beat
I'm
the
like,
fuck
so
up.
3 episodes, we gotta fight these niggas without you. So we gotta
Yes.
fight.
And
we
you
already
better hope-
know.
And you better hope Zoro or Sanji is right there
Man.
because
He gotta kick something or slice something so you can get out of it because you made a
Bro.
stupid ass mistake.
but
I'm on episode 43.
But no, I'm gonna just leave One Piece there. I can talk about One Piece all
Can I,
all day.
since we're on One Piece, because that's my show too. I'm gonna piggyback off of you because we're on 2 different spectacles. That's why I asked you what episode you're on. You're on 600. What?
686.
Bitch, I'm
bro.
on episode 40. So trying to let you know.
It's
If you have ever watched episode 1 through 20,
Ooh. It's
I have been
nails on a chalkboard.
I have
like-
been
That's 1997, everyone. He was watching
I have always
1997.
been a very avid One Piece hater because no, it's the visuals, and that's
Oh,
why
yeah.
that's why I
But
say
you watching the
visuals.
visuals from 97? You got to catch up to us. The visuals get real good.
You know what?
They
That's
getting
the
crisper
part-
and crisper as I'm watching them. But see the thing
Not by
is,
episode,
like,
y'all.
I don't even.
It's not by episode. It's by season.
It's giving
Yeah,
Dragon.
you gotta-
It's giving
yeah,
Dragon
yeah.
Ball.
And it's a slow burn.
Yeah.
It's a slow burn.
No.
But y'all lucky that the story is actually captivating.
It
Because
is.
after I watched Nami's, I'm like,
You're gonna be. You're
Hey,
gonna.
listen,
you're gonna
hold on,
cry.
watch
You're gonna
this.
cry at a
Watch
couple moments.
Hey,
I did
Savvy,
already.
Savvy,
I
listen
did
to this.
already. I did already.
Just listen to this though. One thing about One Piece, one thing Oda finna give you is some
It's-
backstories for your
And
ass,
a tearjerker.
nigga.
You gonna
Everybody,
cry, bro.
everybody.
I'm gonna know
backstory, you
why
finna cry.
everybody's fucked up because
Everybody on the
honestly-
show is fucked up.
honestly, if you can get past the visuals and you just watch the story,
Bro.
and I swear to you, I'm embarrassed to even say how much I'm
That's
even
how I
speaking on
felt.
it.
That's how I felt.
Because I spoke so horribly about this fucking anime.
Watch at like 250. He gonna be like, bro, this show.
Man,
This-
he gonna be like,
that's how I was. I was
asking
like,
niggas like, did y'all hear about Sanji?
They be
backstory?
kicking-
Wait till you get the
They be
Sanji.
kicking men, women, children, dogs, bugs, anything.
Everybody got a
Anything that move,
backstory.
they kick everybody, and they don't care.
yeah,
They're pirates.
yeah.
Everybody's a fucking pirate. And so I'm on episode 43, but also I haven't even got to the cups of like what the story is actually about. Because I know you guys have talked to me about it and like
I
the
mean,
devil fruits
listen,
and
you
It's
know-
more
no,
so. It's more so about the connections
Yeah.
than the overall story.
you don't
Because
start
even where I'm at,
You don't even start figuring out where the story right now. The end of 2021. They just now telling us around. They still haven't told us. We don't know what One Piece is still to this day.
Yeah.
We don't know what the story is about, bro.
Yeah.
Like Oda's so good at
It's
storytelling.
just connection.
We know what the story's about, but at the end of the day, we don't know what we know.
And-
We know
and-
it's a journey, but we don't know what the journey's
The
to
fact
yet.
that you guys even talked about the fact that this story had something to do with real life
It's
you
a
know,
bunch of real
trauma
Yeah.
Yeah.
and not even trauma, like just
Events
stuff
that
that's
have
going on.
happened.
Everything
through
that's going
history.
on, everything that's going on, it always correlates to what is going on in the next episode or some shit. This person is doing this research to the utmost,
Bro.
And he's releasing it in a very correlative event
bro.
where he is spot on. The only thing he's missing is visuals. Honestly, the thing is, if I could say 2 out of 3, that's the only reason why I'm watching it. He has a good story.
There, I will say I'm sorry, not real quick. I will say in One Piece, the characters, there's not one, it's maybe except for King, there's not one character that looks like bitch. Like that's an actual cold looking character.
Well, no,
Okay,
I'm gonna
wait.
let you make it.
I got a
Okay.
question. I got a
So
question.
there's a couple characters
Is
that look a little goofy.
they fighting Kaido yet?
The sword
Yeah.
knows.
They fighting Kaido?
Yeah.
Oh, so I can start watching it now. 'Cause
Yeah.
I read the manga, so I don't.
No, you
watch-
could have been started watching. They've been
They've been for Kaido
they've
for a
been on that.
while.
Oh, okay.
Like Luffy
No,
actually
I'm
had
just
his
Like,
first battle
you
with
be
him.
like, what the bro? You
Wait,
can.
'cause
I know it's
I'm
ridiculous.
already
bro.
caught up with the manga.
Well, then I'm just
That's
saying.
why I'm saying because
Go
I
back
ain't
like 20 episodes and start watching.
Let's
what
Seth
episode is
finish
they
his
at now?
statement out.
No, you good. But I would end up with this. The only reason why I even appreciate One Piece or even continue doing it is because it actually is a very captivating story. They were in line when you said that the character development is on a completely different scale.
Bro, from anything I've been watching anime
I
for
haven't-
so long.
I haven't seen character building, and it be side characters like
bro, niggas
they
that
give
don't even
arcs
matter.
to side characters.
And I know they
But then they do matter.
yeah.
You think they won't matter from episode 2? They matter on episode 1 million for
What's the
some
man-
reason.
What's the man that lived in a fucking treasure box and he found out his treasure wasn't even there? He lived there his whole life. I'm like, fuck your life, dog. Like, you really stayed here to wonder if this fucking treasure is there all day. You stupid as hell. But also, damn.
Yeah.
Like,
Again, the
I
first
swear to God.
what really made me push this down. I'm gonna say this in. If you don't have anything to say, we're gonna go to the next one. But like,
I'm good.
what really made me pay attention to the fact that connections really matter
Man.
was remember when I was telling you about the whole Brook and the whale.
Wait, before you say this, Fairy Tale, y'all, they really love One Piece. That's why it's all about friendship and connections.
Yeah.
I feel like
And
the
and,
same-
that,
but
and that's why the
same
tattoos is
artist.
all from the Fishman. If y'all notice that all the tattoos from Fairy Tale, the guild tattoos,
Yeah.
are all
They're
from
the
the
same
Fishman
artist.
Island.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not the same artist.
It's not.
The dude from Fairy Tale really looks up to Oda, like 100%. That's his favorite.
I was guessing. I'm like, are they the same artist?
No, he really makes all. So he makes 3 different anime. The dude from Fairy Tale makes Eden Zero, Fairy Tale, and another one. All of those are based
Eden
off of
Zero,
off of
That's
One
exactly
Piece.
what I was wondering why she was
Hey,
in
Eden
there.
Zero.
Yeah, they're all
Fire, I
based
ain't
off
gonna
of
lie.
One Piece.
Oh
bro.
my god,
He
Okay.
loves One Piece that much. All of those are like One Piece.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
That
Yeah.
makes sense.
But
2 characters are in
Go
there.
ahead, say what you were saying.
But no, like that's the biggest thing. Like with One Piece, the connections is the biggest part of the story. Like again, you'll get a side story again about the what's Rebecca and her backstory with the toys and Dressrosa. Man,
Oh, I got
finding out about her father. It was
I have to
just
send
like,
you.
what
I got to
the
send you an
hell?
OVA Oda did
So
where he used
so much.
where he used a blue hair Nami and changed the story up like a multiverse, like a One Piece multiverse. They make a different Luffy and a different Nami, and they meet a whole different way. And they take. It's so cold, y'all. I don't know why he did it. It's just random. And it's the only one that exists. He just randomly put it out there, and everybody flipped out about this. Like he put it out like a year or 2 ago. Everybody was like, "Are you gonna do something with this?" And he never answered nobody and never did nothing else. He a bitch. But that shit, he a bitch. Listen, y'all. When I send it to Buddha, because I'm sending it to both of you. I'm sending it to all y'all. Listen, when we watch it, y'all gonna be like, "What the fuck was that?" I'm telling y'all, that's just so. But the animation is like now though on there, so it's like real crisp.
Go ahead with your show. You
Oh
go.
yeah. All right, what we talking about the darkest, right?
No, we're just
No,
talking
what you
about
watching?
real quick the show that you have been watching.
One Piece.
And then
The same as y'all. I ain't gonna say nothing else. Same as y'all.
Is it One Piece?
What's your show, bro?
Every single
What we
Saturday.
talking about?
You already know it.
Saturday night. Alright.
It's this it's low key an older anime, but like I honestly didn't find out about it until recently. It's called From the New World.
Oh yes!
But it's an old one.
Oh, you gotta talk about it.
I don't know if I've seen
I
that one.
watched that motherfucker twice. It's so good. How do you like it? I love that anime.
Please give us a
man.
synopsis before
It's
you
so
go in.
Crazy.
From the
Okay.
New World.
From the
Please
New
give
World.
us a
Please watch it.
synopsis.
Go ahead.
Okay, so when I first watched it, I'm only like a couple episodes in, so like I'm not past episode 3.
Okay.
So when I first watched it, like I caught trailer on YouTube, anime I like looking at, so I found it on VRV, watched a little episode, and when I first watched it, boy, it gave me Promised Neverland vibes, but they got superpowers.
So
Oh,
good,
thank
y'all.
God. So like,
So good.
but like,
I really wish they would have made.
I'm like,
so like, so
I got a lot more information from the trailer than the couple episodes I watched. But
I'm glad you said that because From the New World is not a show that you can just like idly watch. You have to watch that show because it's like one of those shows where they just throw you into the show.
Damn.
They just
That's
throw
how I
you into
treat
the
every
lore.
show.
They tell you a synopsis, but they don't tell you like in depth
yeah.
what's going on. Even when you get to the end, you still don't know. You gotta kind of assume that
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
how shit works.
So basically, it's a bunch of kids, like always, and they got not like superpowers.
It's like
psychic-
telekinetic.
Yeah, but like extremely. Like, what's that anime with that one girl with the red hair? She got a mask and she be like,
Elfin
Hey,
lead.
Zay.
Elfin lead.
Your dad just told Savvy, wait till you make it to the Skypia arc.
Yeah,
man,
that's the first main arc.
all right. We're going. So
Bet.
if y'all know what Elfin Lee is, that
Oh,
anime
yeah,
with
for
the
sure.
girl with the red hair, white
the
dress,
mask.
and a little half mask, who was just like taking niggas out, like blowing
No
them up.
games.
Yeah. So imagine that, but like
yeah.
imagine that, but like it's a bunch of kids, and then like it's one kid who like super strong. That's what I got from the trailer. He's supposed to be like the evil.
So with that,
You tell me a
I'll
little
explain
bit.
that.
Come on.
So that dude that's supposed to be like the evil, he was the first person that actually got that power. If you remember in the beginning of the episode, it was
Okay.
shown like in a modern world, and then you just see people just start blowing up.
Yeah,
That was him.
I was like, what the
Like
fuck?
literally the first 5 seconds you set in this modern like Tokyo, and they walking around, this man just like blows up somebody's head, and then all of a sudden people start
Just
blowing up.
blowing up.
But they it's basically like a
What?
it's like
Literally.
like people just got this power all of a sudden, but they couldn't be able to control it. So now this has been going on for centuries to the point where like the civilization has changed and everything. It's back in like I for lack of a better phrase, like Edo Tensei type of era. So they have rituals for these powers. They have like a level cap. You can't use your power at a certain like cap because everybody can use that power, but when you get over a certain cap, it gets uncontrollable. So the civilization, for the most part, has been built to contain this power. And then at a certain age, you'll get like another level of that power that you can use, and you can use different traits of that power, things like that. Like they have a hierarchy of how you use this power. But go ahead. That's pretty much the lore. But I found that out in the first 15 seconds because it goes so fast.
Yeah. So like I said, I haven't watched too much. Like I might actually rewatch it just because like I wanna really understand what the fuck going on. Cause it's like y'all don't understand like how like it starts. It's like they put you in the middle of the anime.
Yeah.
Like they don't really tell you shit. You start, like he said, first 5 seconds, people start blowing up. So I seen parts of it on the trailer. You know, the trailer they showed the little boy in the middle of the street, and a whole crowd of people just turn red. I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on. Then they talking about superpowers, and I was.
It was like a
confused,
phenomenon
bro.
that just happened,
Bro, yeah.
and people just started getting this power, but they couldn't contain
And
it.
it's like it kind of remind me of what the fuck is the name of that anime? Esper. Like how their power, like that's another
I hadn't thought about that.
Off anime. Like they got a couple of them. It's another one that's actually better than Esper. I think it's called like Ultimum or something like that. I gotta find it. I'll let y'all know next episode.
Yeah.
But they basically like they got like telekinetic powers, and you know, like it's different tiers, like he said. But this one is just like I wasn't ready, and I didn't understand exactly how their powers work and what type of telekinetic like it is, and like what it
I'm
does.
so glad you told me you at episode 3 because that's literally like you're getting the lore, and then you're starting to get the relationship of the kids because
Okay.
that changes as well.
I want to know about this evil. That's what I want to know about. I don't feel
he's
like
like
evil.
I'll say that the evil is exactly from what I've gathered from it. It's exactly what I said that the dude was in the beginning of the show.
Yeah.
He just like was able to like he was like the
strongest?
host
Oh,
yeah,
he
he's like the
he
host
gave
of the
everybody power.
I that's how I took it
Okay.
at the end of it all. But where they are now and where you are now and where they are in that world, he's like a deity.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So like he was the first one, and they're still trying to figure out, and they go through these rituals and stuff like that on how to contain this power. And you if you go behind a certain barrier where they live, then you're exposing yourself, and it's just so much. Like they put so many laws on it, but then even that is a twist. So just keep watching it. It's like 25
Alright.
episodes.
Okay.
It's a good one. All right. So now we're gonna go into the main topic of the show.
Yes, indeed.
Because actually, and I'm glad that you said that, because From the New World does definitely get twisted.
Yes,
It gets
indeed.
very twisted.
I wanted
It's
to
not
say,
as much of an action anime than it is a suspense anime.
Yeah, I wanted to say that for it, but I was like, I don't know too much about it. Like that first scene.
Because
was-
it's eerie. Like that first
That
scene
first
was
scene,
just
I
like,
was
what the
like-
hell? All right, this is what we on. Okay. But I'm glad you are watching that, because I was watching that like when me and Reese was watching anime, and
Yeah.
that was one of the ones that was coming out simulcast at the time. And I watched it, and it was good. I was following it, and I'm like, you know what, let me just watch it again. And it was still just as good as the first time I watched it. Like, it's a really good anime. I really wish they would have like pushed that some more.
No bullshit.
But all right, so now we are at an hour right now, and we have about 30 less.
30,
Nah, around 15.
28.
That's 20.
28.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually just do one.
one.
Just one. We're gonna do one of that. So what we're gonna do is with the
Two.
darkest anime moments, we're going to explain. Yeah, we could do two. We could do two. We could do two. We could do. I think we got enough for two. We're gonna do our top two each darkest anime moments in history of anime. I'll go first real quick because mine's gonna be just real quick. I wasn't gonna do well. I'm not gonna do this
It's
one.
not history.
Before?
It's not history. This is more so recent. You know, trying to give you a more diverse.
Well, I will say history because the ones that I got are older,
Oh, okay.
but
fair enough.
they're not known. You know what I'm saying?
The unknown
So,
ones.
yeah, we'll say it like that instead of the unknown ones. But before we go, we have all also decided that we are not going to put Berserk's raping moments,
At all.
dark abyss raping
Yeah, we
moments.
say that too much.
Yes, and for the record, like I said, I
Very
just
dark.
saw that today, and I was like,
That's-
oh my
That's
god,
that's definitely S tier dark moment.
oh my god.
It's like the darkest moment ever. I feel like
Ever.
This is,
And
this is
There's-
really
there's-
psychologically very fucked up.
Yeah,
Yeah, and the dog moment with the
the
girl.
Chimera with
Chimera
in Full
moment
Metal
for,
Alchemist.
The Givens,
Full
right?
Metal.
Yeah, those the
Those
givens.
the givens.
The full. Okay, full.
Yeah.
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 Anything that's get fist in the North Star, he'll poke you in
Yeah.
your whole body.
Yeah, yeah.
And what happened?
Oh, it was one more we had.
It was Akira.
Yes,
And
it
It was
Akira.
Akira. That whole movie is a fucked
Yeah.
up thing.
So we give y'all the givens out gates. So
those
say shit.
we're not gonna talk about those. You already know that those
Yeah.
are the top tiers. So with that
Talk
being
about the
said,
underdogs.
the underdogs that I have are the first one I'm going to address is this show called Psycho-Pass.
yes.
And if you know Psycho-Pass, I'm just going to say real briefly that Psycho-Pass, in Psycho-Pass, they have this law where they pretty much like monitor your state of mind. And if you're in a bad state of mind and it gets too bad, like they don't have like crime or anything like that because they're checking your state of mind all the time. If you are in a bad state of mind, these specific type of cops called, I forgot what they were called, but these specific type of cops will come and terminate your ass. If you get out of line, you will be killed. So there was a certain situation where this evil antagonist came and he just started like killing people, but he was able to beat the state of mind system because that state of mind is a system that they had, like an actual system. So he was able to beat that system because you can't react to certain things too. Because if you react to certain things, then that will trigger your state of your they call it like psychosis or some shit like
Yeah.
that. That would trigger your psychosis, and you might be negative, and they'll come after your ass. So there was one specific scene where this antagonist had beat the system, and he just went up to this girl and just beat the shit out of her in the middle of the street.
Yeah, dang.
And nobody could do anything. Nobody reacted. They literally just sat there and watched this man beat the shit. And I mean, beat her till she was dead. Beat the shit out of her. And then, like, one of the robots that they had that, like, will help you monitor or, like, keep your state of mind in check had just came up to, like, she on the floor dying. And this man still beating her. And the robot just came up and was like, he did, like, this, like, hologram to kind of, like, change her state of mind.
Yeah.
Because the robot noticed that she was in a bad state of mind, but he couldn't do it. It's a robot. He's just trying to change the state of mind. all the while he beating the shit out of this lady. And she died and everything. And nobody, it is crowded of people. If you've been in like seen the Tokyo scenes, how there's so many different people in one crowd in one space, it was like that. In the middle of the street, they beat the shit out of her. And it was just so eerie to just watch, because if you know the show, that's just crazy that you can't even react to something like that.
Yeah,
That's dark to me.
You know, he beat it because he was a psycho and he accepted it. Most people.
Yeah,
in the
that's
show,
what it was.
Most people in the show, when they get when they psycho level go up, they get scared.
Yeah, because they know that they're about to get killed.
And he just accepted it and
it
didn't alert.
Acted like it didn't alert them or anything,
because he knew that he was a psychopath. So he just like, okay.
Yep, and he just went there and killed
went
him.
about his normal.
And
life.
it was like an experiment, because he was just gonna try to see if it worked, and it worked.
Yep,
but that was my first one. My main one is Higurashi When They Cry. So Higurashi is about this. I don't know what type. I don't want to call this an isekai type of anime, but it's basically an anime where they switch up time loops, time frames all the time. Like there's a different, like, let's call it multiverse time loop, not even multiverse, a different time loop each time, because they're still in the same universe, just different time loops. They go through this like period of days over and over again. The show is so crazy that they actually remade this show too, and did extra different time loops on how everybody died. But it's basically about these little group of little kids that go to school, but they just kill each other, like for weird reasons, cult reasons, like stuff that happened in the lore of the village that they live in. They kill for those reasons, but then there's like the lore is tied to the time loops that keep happening and shit like that. So it's really good. The scene that I wanted to talk about is it was like literally the first murder that happened on the show. And this girl pretty much the boy invited her to his house because she was alone at her house because her parents weren't there. And all this time, at this point in the show, we know she's pretty much a psycho. So she had already planned on killing this boy when she got there. They eating and everything. He chilling. She gets up, take a knife, and goes at him. I'm thinking it's going to be one of those scenes where it's just like he gets away. They don't happen. No. She stabbed that man just brutally. Like, it was the most brutal killing I've ever seen in my life. Like, she stabbed him so much, like it had to be an anime, because she was stabbing him so much, and he just not just taking it in, reacting like he didn't pass out or anything, and then still got up. Like, he had, like, in the scene, she had to stab him like 15 times, maybe 20 times, and he got up, hit her with a iron or a clock or some shit, like hit her across her head. She did one of these, laughed, fell down, faked like she was dead. He got up with his stupid ass, got to her. She got up, laughed, and pushed him and stabbed him some more. And then he finally hit the clock again. Now at this point of the battle, she's stabbing him, and he beating the shit out of her head with this clock until they both pass out. And then all of a sudden, that time loop gets rewind, and they go back to the beginning of the whole show. And then some others like.
Dude, does anybody remember this?
It's not. They don't remember. They don't even know that it's happening. Like, no, I'm sorry. At least from where I'm at, one of them does know. One of them does know, but it's like it's weird. Watch it.
Okay.
Watch it. I just get caught up in like the kills. Like, I just watched this video of when I was trying to find a dark anime, and they had that show on there, and it was a kill where this girl literally took the knife, like held it against something, and like was pushing her head into the knife to kill herself. And I think that was the girl that kind of knew about the times. So crazy. Watch it.
God.
What's the next one? What's the next one?
I go.
But yeah, Higurashi, When They Cry, and what was the other one that I said? Psychopaths.
All right. So, the first one I'm gonna do is Blood Sea.
That motherfucker.
So,
That
let me see.
motherfucker.
Blood Sea is no stranger to violence. It follows a monster slayer as she kills creatures left and right. But the scene in which a pack of vicious bunny creatures eat a town of people and store the rest in their bodies made viewers sick to their stomachs.
It was
I loved all of it.
It was
It
the
was
blender for
visually
me.
stunning.
The graphic nature of the scene was probably the most terrifying and scarring of the entire show.
You mean captivating and whimsical? That's what you mean.
Captivating.
Whimsical.
It's whimsical for me.
It's beautiful.
Nice. And then I'm gonna say Tokyo Ghoul. So The most repulsive scene in this series takes place during the first episode. Don't want to use that one. I don't want to use the second. Yeah, I use this one. Forget it, because we talked about the other one earlier. So I'm gonna talk about
the
this one.
Jason Voorhees one.
Yeah. All right. So Kaneki gets turned into a one-eyed ghoul. He becomes one for the rest of the series in this vicious, unforgettable scene. Taking place during the first episode, this moment comes as a huge surprise to audiences. And the woman ghoul who is attacking him is sadistic and disgusting. Oh, is sadistic and disgusting. You may not want to be eating popcorn while watching this scene, as it will likely make you sick. Y'all remember when he first got turned into a ghoul?
Oh yeah, of course.
I
Right.
do.
Honorable mention. I just want to mention Goblin Slayer.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah,
first episode.
It was
The
just.
first episode.
It was too much going. I was like, God, I thought this was called Goblin Slayer,
I'm
bro.
just gonna leave that alone.
You mean
Damn,
rapist?
that's kind of
You
a
mean
given.
rapist?
Yeah,
Slayer?
that's why I said. That's why.
I think that's kind of a
That's
given.
why I said it at the end. Like, yeah, I'm just.
Slayer.
I don't even want to.
You said
Everybody
rapist.
know about that, bro.
We all know in anime that goblins rape people.
Bro.
So
Goblin Slayer.
they were raping the fuck out of these people.
Bro.
In the first episode. Do not,
bro.
ever.
Oh, I forgot.
Oh my God, I
I
forgot
had
about
one.
that.
I should have mentioned this.
Goblin
My goodness.
I'll wait, but
man.
I'll mention my honorable mention after. But
Do not watch Goblin Slayer if you are I don't know, faint of heart.
Yeah.
Ah, right.
If you
Faint
got
of heart.
traumatic experiences with that,
I
honestly
honestly was caught off guard. I am faint of heart. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it don't even give you no warning or
At
nothing.
all.
It keeps going. And it's
Yeah,
just,
and it
it's-
keeps going like it didn't
it's-
happen. Like, what?
Hey,
like it did
Hey.
not happen.
It started off pretty too.
Oh yeah,
It
It started off like
and
it's
I'm
gonna
just
be
like,
all nice.
oh my goodness.
They're like, we're going on a mission. We're all new.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I even
Wait.
said the word, but like I'm saying it because I do not want to appropriate that culture. I do not want to appropriate it at all. Where it's just okay to do shit like that.
Man.
But you know that's good storytelling. That's good storytelling.
Mm.
It's like
I
Nier.
can watch
It's like
Lord of the Rings 5 times.
it's like
Nobody
Nier,
ever
and I told
fucking
you about
did
that.
But did you keep
scene
watching Goblin Slayer after that?
I
Oh,
did.
I watched the whole thing.
I did.
It was
It was
good.
very
It's a good show.
traumatic.
I even
Yeah, it
watched
was
the
like,
movie
oh.
that they dropped.
Yeah, I
recently.
dropped the OVA. I mean, I watched the OVA
yeah.
too.
Did they do it in there too?
Pretty much.
Oh, okay,
Hey,
good.
but
I cannot.
all right. So
Yeah, it's like-
let me see. No, I'm gonna say that one for last. So first one, we got ReZero.
Oh, I thought you should do mine.
ReZero.
a lot
season
happening
2.
in that show, man.
Season 2, man. Season 2 is crazy. All right, so I don't care if you ain't seen it. It's been out for more than
Oh
2
yeah,
months.
at this point.
So it's just one part, like the whole first half of the season, it's about him getting through this specific area. He got through this trial of tribulation with with one of the witches. He finally gets to talk to one of the witches who can give him more information about why
he's going
he's
through what he's going through.
reincarnated. Because if you know about ReZero, his whole thing is he has a Groundhog Day ability. He dies, he comes back to life, and
In the same
in
spot
the same spot
for the most part.
every time. Until he gets past that day, though. But his is a little different. Like he get past the day, he get a check mark, like a checkpoint. So you keep going to the next one, but he got to keep doing it. But this scene, so after he finished this specific trial and tribulation with the witch, got some more information. He had another trial and tribulation literally right after. So he fell asleep after he did this specific thing, and he woke up. And the field that he was at, the little temple, completely frozen over and snowy. Right now, one of the great mob beasts you've seen the first one, which was the giant whales.
Mhm.
Those was created by the Witch of Greed. She created 4 mob beasts, which are celestial monsters that bring calamity to the world, and he has to fight all of them. So he has 2 more that he has to fight now, which are the bunnies and the black serpent. They call it the white rabbit. That's what it's called. All right. They're very cute things too.
He couldn't even get past that shit.
Very cute things. So this one so bogus. First time he died, he woke up, or first time the situation happened, he woke up, snow everywhere. Comes outside, nobody's there. He completely lost as to what the fuck going on because everything frozen over. And then all of a sudden, we see a white bunny with some red eyes. He looking at it like, oh, it's kind of cute. Then he see a bunch of them. Get just hopping out the forest because they see him and they looking at him, and he looking at them. They inching a little closer because they bunnies. He inching closer. He thought it was sweet. He tried to pet one, his hand come off. And then he like, what the fuck? And then all of a sudden his leg come off. And then he just gets to get an attack. And like he's alive for the most part until they eat majority of his body.
It was so gruesome.
And then, that happens. He tries to fix the first day before he falls asleep and not falls asleep. And he does it again. And he tries to run this time. And they catch him in the forest and eat him again. And then, this third time, he killed himself to start over because he didn't want to die like that again. That he honestly in the anime with each trial and tribulation, he dies at least 100 times.
Yeah.
I was so glad that they gave him superpowers at the end of this one though. He got superpowers. You feel me? He got a little power. I was like, so finally he's able to do something.
That's probably what made me not really like the show because I get the premise.
Yeah,
but it was just like, damn.
I knew he was gonna have more powers though because like a witch put him there.
Yeah. So
and it was one of the witch of envy put him there, which is the strongest witch, who is technically what's her face? The white hair girl. I forgot her damn name. She is the witch of envy, but she has a split personality that she doesn't know about. You feel me? So the witches they reincarnate. That's why the whole second season and the whole first season they kept hinting at it. But the second season, you seen the silhouette.
I actually stumbled upon that. That actually makes sense. But yeah. What is your second?
Now
one
the second one, crazy. I got a FNAF story. You feel me?
Yeah.
Y'all don't know about Five Nights at Freddy. It is a scary video game. They have 6 games now. I know they just came out with Five Nights of Freddy Security Breach. I watched that boy Corey Kitchen play it. Shit was too fire. I'm not playing it because I don't fuck with scary games, but I watch somebody else play it. You feel me? But it's this storyline with the whole premise of Five Nights at Freddy. So basically, it's this family. It was his dad and his sons. He had two sons and a daughter, and he was building this pizza shop like Chuck E. Cheese with animatronics like Chucky and all of them 3 people that be on the stage.
On the stage,
yeah. But they got Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, Foxy, and a bunch of other ones. It's like hundreds of them. But how the story goes, he was making it. One of them was making an animatronic and stuff like that. One of the kids died. A bunch of other shit happened. I'm not gonna go too much in detail. I get to the part fast. But the main dude, his name is William. He was the William Alphen. He was the stepson of the dad. He was killing kids and trapping their souls inside of the animatronics. Okay.
Sounds like some dress roaster shit to me.
So their souls is getting trapped in animatronics, and throughout this whole little makeshift Chuck E. Cheese, the Freddy Fazbear Pizza Parlor, they was killing kids. Like the animatronics, the kids' souls were killing kids because they were malfunctioning because they were souls, and he was doing this for a long ass time. But it got to the point to where the kids in the animatronics, the souls, they caught that man lacking. And he went to go hide inside of an animatronic, right? So he went and hid inside of the animatronic. And he always did this laugh. And he was in the animatronic and he started laughing. And because the moisture from his laugh, it made the suit lock on him while he was inside of the animatronic. So I didn't drop the video, but what happened was, the animatronic is basically a suit. Like it's a metal suit. Like you shouldn't be in there. It got a bunch of shit poking you. Yeah, it's supposed to be a robot that has a bunch of cords and metal inside of it. So he was in it. His whole rib cage, like that. Literally in video. Whole rib cage went like this. The springs in his arms. That do the muscles and shit.
Washed and shit.
And ripped his arm out. You feel me? So it was just the animatronic. His body was in pieces inside of the armor. 2 little prongs hit him in his head right here and ripped his head off.
Oh shit!
They had the little clips that hold the metal eyes in on the animatronic on his face. It made his eyes fall out, and the
Oh my god!
animatronic eyes came in and sat in where his eyes was.
So he did like a robot Sailor Moon transformation.
Yes, indeed. And the worst part about this is he didn't die. And his whole punishment, because he's the reason why all of the kids are dead and inside of these animatronics, is to suffer that pain, for all of eternity. And his new name is what is it? Scrap Trap. You feel me?
Scrap Trap
or something like that. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm sorry, FNAF fans, do not beat my ass. I will get it right if it's wrong next episode. I just watched it recently, but when he like that, they call him, they call him William, because the kid, like, he's still out killing people, and the kid
even at Scrap Trap.
Yeah,
Oh,
even
shit.
they still call him William, but it's just so crazy. Like when I watched the little clip, because I was watching the full storyline of it, because I just recently watched Security Breach, the gameplay, and I wanted to really like get more detail, because he died in the game before, but they brought him back, and his whole thing is like he can't die, he gonna keep coming back. So I needed to know what the fuck happened and how he got in the suit. So you got that shit was horrible, bro. Like it was in the sound, bro. The sound of when he died, bro. It was the most gruesome yelling I've ever.
I saw it.
Yeah,
Ghost. But it was the most gruesome yelling like ever, bro. Like it was movie scene quality screaming, like, bro. Like it sounded horrible. It looked horrible. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. I'm just saying, like.
What is yours, Denzel?
Spring Trap.
I
I am so sorry. It's Spring Trap. There you go. Thank you for the.
I'm gonna make it short, sweet, and simple. My only one. I only have one.
Oh, you already said it. Yeah, go ahead.
2-year eternity.
Yeah.
2-year eternity will always be like the darkest moment in anime for me, aside from all the other ones that we already spoke about. No waiting at all.
Hold on 1 second.
2-year eternity was one of the saddest moments, because like we went through this girl's whole upbringing, and we got to a point where we learned about her resolve at a very young age. Most young girls or young people do not have a resolve. She just wanted to make anybody else that she was around happy. She wanted to be a mother to everybody, no matter who it was, no matter how old they were. If she was big sister, she big sister. That's what it was. She was very clingy in a sense, but she wanted a family nonetheless, and that was her resolve. Whatever it was, as long as she had a family, she was happy. And so what made everything so sad was because she tried everything in her power to protect that, and we saw that
what her outcome was going to be anyway.
We did not know. We actually didn't.
Well, I mean,
we kind of thought,
but the village people knew. That's what I mean.
The village people
knew. So that's why they just kind of let her be herself, because they're like, well, you don't have to die anyway.
Oh, you're talking about in that way.
Yeah.
But even then, she escaped.
She did.
She went against all obstacles and everything else, and we thought she was gonna make it. These animes today,
Bro, I
are
swear.
tricking us.
Bogeys, bro.
They're tricking us. Not even anime. I would even piggyback off of Spider-Man. We thought things were going to happen in ways where we thought it was going to play in our favor, and it didn't. They did exact the opposite of what we fucking thought these people were going to do or was going to happen to them.
I'll do you one better real quick before, and I'm gonna let you finish. With that, they were able to put all these moments in this one scene at the end with the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
So many moments happened in that one scene.
So many emotions, so many nostalgic stuff was happening, so many like negative and positive things were happening. Like, you should just fucking kill the villain, because then he wouldn't fucking stab you in the back.
Yeah. But that goes for good storytelling again.
Good storytelling.
You don't need a
with
big
all
scene for
these
that.
other sequences that could have worked opposite, but that is why it is good storytelling, because if it's a good story, you have conspiracies behind it. And we all, if you watch 2-year eternity, there are other ways where this person probably could not have died. And I mourn her. I mourn this
I
person.
mourn her.
Like,
I
I
mourn
am-
the white haired dude in the first episode. I
Oh
mourn
my
him.
God! Like
Like,
these were
that's
genuine people.
Genuine people
people.
just dying. Like that man had never seen another human in a day in his life, and he was just yearning for that.
The only
And
reason why
couldn't
he
even get past the
died
snow.
is because he
bullshit.
tried to take care of somebody else.
He's
Not
taking care of the
long his
old people
dog.
in the village
Yeah.
Yeah,
No bullshit.
he tried to take care of other people.
until they
So,
died, and then he tried to leave. And it was a
so
wrap.
that is the darkness I feel in that anime. Is that is the truth, and also with life, like you sometimes get the bitter end of the stick. and
Bro,
you
I
look
just-
out for people.
I just thought
sometimes.
about how when with the white hair dude, the first dude, when the dude turned into him, he died 3 times on that hike
Mhm.
to find civilization. So dude was never finna
Mhm.
make it. There's no way
Mhm.
he could have made it in the
Mhm.
first place. That's fucked up.
Mhm.
And that was that.
And that
hopeless
last time
to
he was
begin with.
he was gonna try his best. He was gonna get as far as he can
the
get.
story is about perseverance.
Yeah.
The whole story is about perseverance. The whole cuss of everything, stimulus, and all that. It's about just doing it again.
The epitome
And
of
that's why I'm
survival.
glad. The way that I feel about 2 Year Eternity is the way I feel about Jobless Reincarnation, in the sense of like being excited for their change. Like,
Yes.
like I'm definitely
How are they
excited for
gonna
Rudy,
grow?
but like, dude, in 2 Year Eternity, like the fact that he's able to, like, you know, he was always learning and adapting and things like that. But like, I can really tell by the end of that season that he had a conscious mind to really change his own life, because his life is not even his, if you want to be honest.
Yep. These people have always made it to a point where these people's fate has been like sealed, and this is what you should do. Even in like, I can correlate it to like reincarnation or jobless reincarnation.
Mhm.
I can correlate to that because like his father had things that he wanted to
Mhm.
be implemented. His mother had things, but he had something that he wanted to do.
What's
And
the
it's
second one?
I think in every anime, when the main protagonist is the underdog, that's always been implemented into them, where they feel like they have this certain life upbringing where they have to do this for
In
somebody.
a certain way,
They have
in a
to
certain
serve
law to
somebody,
it.
and
Yeah.
actually it's dimming down exactly what the fuck they're supposed to do. And
That-
so they find that and they do that shit, and that's exactly what the story is.
That's very true statement, because it goes back to what you were saying about the fact that he thought that it was a game. He thought that he could live by this law of a game in his head and not understand. When I said I'm talking about Jobless Reincarnation with Rudy, like he had in his head that this was like the law. Like he felt like in his head that, like you said, this was a game. So if this is how this is gonna be played, this is the law. I'm just gonna use it to my advantage.
No
Not
bullshit.
knowing that this shit is real fucking life.
Rudy
Swear to God.
Rudy legit used what's the term? Life experiences that happen eons afterwards
Mhm.
and applied them to real life situations in that era. He used them very effectively. That's exactly what I said about him speaking on his father about cheating. During that time, no one would ever speak about their father or anybody doing any type of infidelity at
But
that
that's
point.
because he thought it was a game, and he don't think that his father is his real father.
But
So he feel like he said, that he can say that, but not in a space where he's learning from it, but to envy it.
yes, but to envy it, but also speak on it and also humble somebody. No matter
Yeah,
how,
even if
how-
it is your personal
you know,
greatness, but that's
we know
exactly
this guy, the main protagonist, is not a likable person, but he's able to read.
it. Yeah.
So let's put it in that aspect. Like
Yeah.
he's able to read. He's able to use 21st century logic
Mhm.
in
For
a
other
very
people.
I don't
It's
know
not-
what
it's a
century
matter-
they're in.
It's for other people though. It's a matter of practice what you preach though.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but he's not practicing
He's-
it.
at all.
He's gaslighting. Exactly what
Absolutely.
Zay said
Absolutely.
before. You are using gaslighting for the first time in that century.
What's your
You
second
have
one?
invited gaslight. I'm a Sagittarius. I do not
said,
gaslight.
What's your second one?
Oh, I don't have.
He don't
I
have.
don't
He
have
only
second
had
one.
2 Year Eternity.
Let's say what you say. What's your sign?
Okay, look. I got the sound for the chat because it's only 33 seconds.
Yeah, you been like the steps.
Man, look, I need y'all to see this though. Here we go, right
Oh shit! Thank God it's in that type of form.
here. Right.
Oh. Oh shit! Oh my God! Yeah, they out of order. Oh. Imagine watching this in Attack on Titan form. It would go.
That screaming, bro. Yeah. That's what happened.
That's
to
that,
Alfred.
that's
You
pretty
know,
fucked up.
William Alfred.
It's like Sesame
Alfred,
Street
that's how you say it.
rated R and
Bro.
shit.
Crazy.
But no, so this has been our first episode of season 3, KOTV.
Yeah.
Thank you, lovely peoples, for joining in. Thank y'all, my lovely crewmates, for
That's what
being
I'm
a
saying.
part. Please again follow us, like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Collective TV or KOTV. We will have all of our other podcast episodes on there, as well as on Spotify, Apple Pods, and iHeartRadio as well, right?
And you can, like I said in the beginning, you can find the live stream on Twitch at The Can Man, DH Can Man, and YouTube at The Can Man, DH Can Man. You can spell that because I know you.
I heard
can,
Cameron like
man.
5 times.
Yes, you did.
It's like a nursery
I'm
rhyme.
like,
That's
Cameron.
what I'm saying. Because you gotta say it so it rhymes so they don't forget it. Because if you don't forget that, you can hit that like, comment, and subscribe. You know, I ain't gotta keep telling you to do it. You feel
Absolutely.
me?
I feel that actually. And also, again, please, if you are just wanting to know anything Blur related, please follow our Instagram page. We just started it up, but you will be seeing a lot of just Blur content on there and previews of our episodes here on the podcast and episodes on our live reactions. We out here, y'all. So please be looking for us. And yeah, anybody else got something to say before we head on out of here?
We love y'all.
All right. Thank y'all. We
Happy
love
New
y'all.
Year.
Happy New
KOTV.
Year. And we are out.
Yeah.